Hello, this is the latest purchase. This is a upside down On One Whippet with the solid composite fork and carbon frame. It's for the wife. She basically wanted a flat bar gravel bike, and this is the cheapest that I could find because, well, it's a mountain bike. It's a gravel bike, really. So comes with tyres, like OEM tyres. These what are they called? These rubbish things. Oh, there we go. WTB Ranger 2.3, 29ers, and they're not tubeless compatible, and there is an inner tube inside. So I've got some specialized ground control 2.3s, which are going to be pretty close, I think, on the back, because these are 2.3s, these are 2.35s. So it'll be close, but it should be right. So yeah, going to set them up tubeless, tan wall. I've already cut the seat post down a little bit. I've taken 10mm off the bottom of the seat post because there's not a lot of travel inside the seat post, inside the seat tube, and I needed to get the saddle down a little bit lower for the wife. Let's set these wheels up tubeless. This bike at the moment is $1,099. A carbon frame and SRAM Eagle GX. I think that's a really good value. And wow, the size of that. A whopping great cassette. What is that? 50. So 11 I assume, yeah. 11 to 50. 12 speed. One by, obviously. And then that by itself is pretty light. It's very good. So yeah, the biggest upgrade really for this bike would be to put some light wheels on. I'm sure that would make a big difference. And at some point, I think these really wide bars might have to chop 20mm off either end, because that's very wide. It doesn't need that wide. But that's for after we go for a ride and see what it's like. Whole lot of air inside these big tyres. Blimey. Just trying to push the bead off the rim at the moment. How the fuck are you supposed to get these tyres off? Finally, fucking bastard. So that is not enough to seal tubeless. You need the actual tape. Wasn't sure whether these would come set up ready for tubeless or not, but nope. Yeah. Apparently you shouldn't leave sealant on tan walls because it can stain them. So I've been told. Don't know if it's true or not. Right, so job done. And I think that looks pretty sweet. This is the Whippet that I've been setting up for the wife, and you've probably seen me put the tyres on Tubeless, these new specialised ground control T5 tan wall, which I think look amazing. And I'm nothing if not considerate, so I'm taking it out now for a little spin to make sure it's okay for the wife. And also I want to go on it because I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion that this is an absolute bargain of a very capable flat bar gravel bike. And yeah, I love it so far, but haven't properly ridden it. I've just went the end of the road and back to make sure that everything works. So now I've got multi-tool, I've got phone, I'm in my gravel shoes, which have got a clip on, but I'm on the flat pedals, so this is going to be interesting. Do I have everything? Yeah, why not? Let's just go. Okay, so those that are rattling, that's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut these bars down a bit. Right, so the saddle's too far forward, which is fine for now because this is for my wife after all. Needs a front mud guard because I'm getting absolutely covered. These cables just need tying together somehow. And 20mm off each side of these bars. Whoa. So I've not touched this bike apart from changing the tyres, as you've already seen, and I've put this Selle Italia Diva, then a bunch of numbers saddle on, because like most Planet X bikes, or On One, which is Planet X, the stuff that you get with it, the finishing kit, you probably want to change that pretty soon, because the Selle saddles that they come with are not up to much. There's WTB Ranger 29 wired, same story. The build is spot on. They've set the gears up perfect. There's no brake rub. There's that rattle, which is going to be a cable. I just need to source the exact place it's rattling. And honestly, I really don't think a suspension fork on this would be any better. Because all suspension forks do is soften up the front, and then your arse gets a whack anyway. I much prefer to have the same feel on the front and the back. It's consistent. When I had my On One hardtail, I couldn't get on with it. The suspension fork at the front made it feel slow, heavy and ponderous, whereas this doesn't feel like that at all. The brakes work very well. Probably, oh no, that's fine actually. I thought there was a bit too much travel before they bite, but once they bite, it's sharp. It's just quite close to the bar. Oh yeah, it's eating all of this stuff for breakfast. So it's 30 psi on the back, 27 on the front. Yeah, that's the bit I was concerned about. I'm used to just nipping through those little gaps on the gravel bike. Oh. Let's do some photos. Lovely. Yeah, I'm sorry mountain bikers, I would just never get on with bars this wide. They're just silly. But hey ho, you know, it's all according to taste, isn't it? So I was watching Guy Kesterman's review of this, and I don't know any of the mountain bike terminology. I don't know what cross country or enduro or anything is. So he was saying that this is like old school in it's less slack than the modern mountain bikes. I have no idea what any of that means, but kind of got the impression that it might be a bit twitchy. And as it's for the wife, I don't want twitchy. Oh, sorry mate. Yeah, that's where you need a bell, I'm afraid. So yeah, as it's for the wife, I don't want twitchy, but it's not in the slightest. It's completely neutral. Well, no. Everybody seems a bit more miserable than usual. Not sure why. So yeah, if anybody's looking for a fast flat bar gravel bike for not a lot of money, this should definitely be near the top of the list. If I had my clips in, I'd be a lot more confident here, but my feet are kind of slipping across the pedals because I've picked the wrong shoes. Just a bike behind. Thank you.
That's all right. You've already arranged.
Well then, thank you. Well then. Yeah, definitely the wrong footwear. So yeah, the more confident I get with this, the better it feels. The handling doesn't feel a lot different to the Revolt. Obviously I'm just more upright, but it's as predictable as the Revolt, which is pretty high praise, I've got to say, because the Revolt is incredible. Ugh. Ugh. That annoying rattle will be gone as soon as I get it back. Investigate it. Yeah, I can't find anything bad about it. That top gear, great. Can't. Ugh. Oh. Awesome. And unless you're doing anything really rough, you do not need that front suspension fork. These Specialized tyres feel great. Obviously nothing to compare them to on this bike, but I haven't been able to detect anything bad. Let's see how well they roll. I think I was getting up to about 19 miles an hour there without too much effort, really. Gemini called these tyres the cheat code for cross-country mountain biking, which is something that Gemini says a lot, I've noticed. Called this bike the cheat code. It's now just the gully to get up, which is likely to be a stream at the moment. Okay. Interesting. Well then.
I don't know where to stand.
No, I got off for a second there. There's a bit of a random car at the bottom of the hill there, don't know what it's got there. So I'm just in top gear here, so I can pedal smoothly through all this slop. Again, this will be a lot easier in my clips. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to see the appeal of the wide bars, that you can just go like this and make little adjustments. You don't have to be very precise. So there we are. I probably agree with Gemini that this bike and these tyres are the cheat code for flat bar gravel bikes, because there's nothing wrong with the bike. It's really good. It's carbon, light, fast, whopping great tyre clearance, one bike with a massive range on gears, and yeah, buy one. Okay, over and out. Catch you on the next one. This is mine now, I'm afraid.
Right.